Don't worry about the people around you. They may grow faster than you, they may earn more than you do, they may have greater positions than you, and they may have expensive and luxury lives than you, but they may not be happy with that. So do you. Welcome back to the Exploring Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in back for another Unicast episode where we go deeper into the things and introspect and reflect towards our daily work in life. We have got people tuning in from all over the world. The one good thing that definitely happening right now is many people are finding time and space in their calendars to actually connect with people. And our conversations and interactions is a good example of that. In this Unicast, I would like to take a few segments from our previous conversations, which are so impactful, and I really want you to feel the depth of those phrases. And here we go with the first one from episode number 4 by Luis Serrano.
So the question that I like to ask myself all the time, that was once asked to me, is what would you do if all the jobs paid the same? And there's something in your mind, and that's your passion. So that was once asked to me, and I was like, when I was a programmer, and I was like, teaching.
Oh my god.
So I was like, I definitely have to be a teacher. You know what I mean? Like, so you have to ask yourself that question every day. If it's not clear what the passion is, then don't worry. Keep looking for it. Keep trying to find what you like. But I think the key to extreme motivation is finding that thing you love to do.
This phrase literally blew my mind. Let me echo this to you in a different dimension. If all the jobs paid the same, would you still do what you do? Now it's a question. If all the jobs paid exactly the same amount of money, would you be still doing what you're doing now? If your answer for this question is yes, a huge virtual bravo. You are doing a phenomenal work where 85% of the people in the world ain't. If your answer is no, and think about what would you like to accomplish instead. And your answer to this question may lead you to the discovery of burning desire. Don't worry, you're not alone. Just take a moment, pause this, and reset yourself for a moment and think about that, and then play it back. Your direction is so much important than your speed. No matter how much you grow, no matter how much you earn, and no matter what highest position you are in, if your answer for that question is no, then you are literally present with golden handcuffs. Every day I see a lot of people having them, and they say that they love them, not realizing that they can still break them and they can get out of them. Now, how can we do that? It's simple. Define what success means to you. If you don't do that, you will end up using others' definition of success. As I said to you earlier, you are not alone. Study shows that 85% of the people in the world hate their jobs and they don't love what they do. And surprisingly, we spend over 90,000 hours of work the whole lifetime. Just imagine you are spending 90,000 hours doing what you don't like. I think this is so much important to be conscious about, and also 40% of the employees in the whole world says that their work is the number one cause for their stress. Most of the times when we start working on the things that we love, we usually hear that the people around us saying that you can do this work later, or you can work on the things anytime on your life. But if that's the one that you love, then you should be doing it all the time. It may not earn much for you now, but with persistence and consistency, you can be the best ambassador of your work. We usually see people summarize their lives in minutes, and they say that the life is so short, but they lived it for decades with various situations, ups and downs, which is so long and a huge journey, right? And don't worry about the people around you. They may grow faster than you, they may earn more than you do, they may have greater positions than you, and they may have expensive and luxury lives than you, but they may not be happy with that. So do you. Those comparisons steals your happiness. We have been taught about comparative degrees in our schools, like you are taller than me, you have a better book than mine, your dog runs faster than Jim's dog, and there are times I said my pencil is stronger and taller than yours. Later, moving ahead in life, unconsciously and unintentionally, we transform those comparative degrees to compare or measure our work against others. Now I usually listen people saying that his salary is more than mine. She has got more number of followers or likes than me. His house is larger than mine. And many other. How many times you have ever been to others' Instagram profiles and LinkedIn profiles of professionals or your friends, and you felt that you are lacking in something and not growing like others? And this is from Psychology Today. Theodore Roosevelt called comparison the thief of joy. And he may have been right. Social comparisons can motivate people to improve, but it can also promote judgmental thinking with biased approaches and overly comparative or superior attitudes towards others. But now, how we could become a better human. I'm going to share with you. Before that, listen to Frank from episode number 5. This segment is so much impactful.
But I'm not the number one selling machine learning course on any of these platforms. I'm like number 2 or number 3 at best, but it still, does really well because it's such a popular topic. You don't necessarily have to be the winner to be successful.
Absolutely. I'm going to introduce one of the most powerful sayings on the Pacific Crest Trail. It's called hike your own hike. This is a phenomenon, a basic concept among hikers, explorers, and travelers, which means to work and focus on yourself, on your way, on your style, on your goals, and not to compare and think about others. There might be someone ahead of you reaching the peak or top of the mountain before you, but we all have different minds, different styles, different perspective, and different situations. Then why don't you let to have different times? Why we all have that inner clock which is so unique and runs at your own pace. And you definitely don't need to be first to win. Thank you so much for making it so far. I hope you enjoyed today's Unicast episode. If you did, I would love to share your biggest takeaways on Instagram. Join us at exploit.chat and tag me to let others know about the podcast. It would mean so much to me. Thank you so much for all your love and support that you have given to the podcast, and I can't wait anymore to create more and more episodes with potential and exploiting insights.